Honorable Speaker, sir, the health and well-being of our women remain a foremost priority of the government. Cervical cancer is the second most common cancer among women in Sikkim after breast cancer. The cervical cancer is primarily caused by persistent infection with the human papilloma virus. It is also one of the few cancers that can be effectively prevented and ultimately eliminated through timely vaccination and early screening. Sikkim has been a pioneer in HPV prevention through the successful implementation of the HPV vaccination program for 14-year-old girls. I am pleased to inform this August House that the vaccination campaign has already achieved 92.11% coverage. To further strengthen our effort towards the elimination of cervical cancer, the government has decided to launch a statewide HPV screening program based on self-sampling. Under this initiative, women in the age group of 30 to 65 years, covering approximately 1.5 lakh beneficiaries, will be provided HPV self-sampling kits following appropriate counseling and training. This innovative approach will enable women to collect samples confidently and with privacy, thereby improving screening coverage and facilitating early detection. The sample will be tested through the state healthcare system. Women diagnosed with HPV infection or pre-cancerous lesions will receive timely treatment and follow-up care. Suspected cancer cases will be referred to specialized facilities for comprehensive diagnosis and management. This landmark initiative will complement the government's ongoing HPV vaccination program and strengthen our effort towards the prevention, early detection, and elimination of cervical cancer. With this comprehensive variety of vaccination, screening, and treatment, Sikkim has the potential to become the first state in the country to eliminate cervical cancer as a public health challenge, setting a national benchmark in preventive health care. Honorable Speaker, sir, the burden of end-stage kidney disease in Sikkim has increased steadily, placing immense pressure on both patient and the healthcare system. Between 2023 and 25, the Short Thutup Namgyal Memorial Hospital recorded 452 cases of chronic kidney disease, of which 74 patients were formerly referred outside the state for kidney transplantation. However, these figures represent only a fraction of the actual need. Many patients continue on lifelong dialysis with a referral due to financial constraint, advanced age, associated medical condition, lack of such suitable caregiver, or their inability to relocate outside the state for prolonged treatment. Consequently, the demand for kidney transplantation in Sikkim is far greater than the official referral data suggests. At present, patients require kidney transplantation must travel to New Delhi, Kolkata, South India, and other tertiary care center, where they often remain for 6 months to 1 year for evaluation, surgery, and follow-up care. This places an immense financial, social, and emotional burden on affected families, while simultaneously placing considerable pressure on the state dialysis infrastructure. The STNM hospital at present operates 17 hemodialysis machine almost round the clock, providing more than 50 dialysis sessions every day. Dialysis unit at Namchi, Gezing, Mangan, Jorthang, and other centers are also functioning at or near full capacity, highlighting the growing demand for kidney replacement therapy and the urgent need to establish a definitive treatment option within the state. I am thus pleased to inform this August House that Sikkim is now poised to launch its own kidney transplant program, making a transformative milestone in state healthcare journey with well-established Department of Nephrology and Urology at SNM Hospital, a trained multidisciplinary transplant team, and the necessary clinical expert, institutional capacity, and supporting infrastructure. Now now firmly in place, the state has attained readiness to undertake kidney transplantation services for the first time in its history. According to the government, possesses to operationalize the kidney transplant program during the current financial year. Once commenced, this pioneering initiative will enable patients suffering from end-stage kidney disease to receive a life-saving kidney transplantation within the state, eliminating the need to travel outside Sikkim for specialized treatment. This will sustainably reduce the financial, logical, and emotional hardship borne by patients and their families, while ensuring timely access to advanced medical care closer to home. The program also represents a significant step forward in the government's commitment to strengthening tertiary healthcare services, building self-resilience in specialized medical care, and delivering high-quality healthcare to the people of Sikkim. Honorable Speaker, sir, I am pleased to inform the August House that the government has achieved a historic milestone with the grant of the letter of permission by the National Medical Commission for the establishment of the Sikkim Government Medical College at Sochakgang with an annual intake of 100 MBBS students from the academic year 26-27. The establishment of our own government medical college will significantly expand opportunities for aspiring medical students from Sikkim, strengthening the availability of skilled healthcare professionals, reduce dependence on institutions outside the state, and enhance the quality of healthcare services for our people. It marks the beginning of a new era in medical education and healthcare in the state. The government remains fully committed to ensuring that the medical college consistently meets the standard prescribed by the National Medical Commission. Necessary investment will continue to be made in academic infrastructure, teaching faculty, hospital facilities, modern medical equipment, digital system, and research so that the institution develop into a center of excellence in medical education.